Hey there, welcome back to Emotional Mojo. You know, we're challenging you to de-stress today, but we do have some help in the house. Jaime Shearer is a private yoga teacher. You've got 15 years of experience helping people detach and just relax.
I do.
Thank you for coming to our show. You know, it's crazy because we want to talk stress for a second, because something you said stuck with me yesterday when we were talking about you coming in. You said the greatest source of tension and stress we have is right here in our minds,
absolutely.
in our heads. What's that all about? Why?
Well, people, the way we perceive and think of things, our ideas about things, expectations, all that rests in the mind. And so we're oftentimes playing a mental game of, I might see something one way and somebody else may see something another way, and it wouldn't cause them stress, but it would cause me upset.
Yeah, and you always say that. What we
Always.
think is what we feel, what we feel is what we do.
Yeah.
She's a good
She
teacher.
got it.
So when it does come out of our head and show outwardly, there are some symptoms of stress. And you had sent me a list, and all of these things seem so common to me. Memory problems, worrying, racing thoughts, moodiness, agitation even, a sense of being overwhelmed, excess fat, heartbeat, diarrhea, changes in eating or sleeping habits. How is this stress manifesting itself in these ways?
Well, people are feeling diseased, they're overworked, they're tired, and those are the symptoms that we're seeing. I see that all the time with my clients, and they're just coming to me and they can't relax. They can't find a way to just let it go.
Yeah.
Exhale.
All right, so we've been talking about it, but now we want to act on it.
Yes.
And I love that we asked you, how can we de-stress? And you're like, it's easy. You can do it right here, right now. There are moves you can do to instantly cut the stress. So we can do a little demo. The first one, you got to explain this, because all you said was, where is your tongue? Where is your tongue? What, why, and how?
Well, where is your tongue? Is it on the roof of your mouth right now, or is it sitting?
You know what?
Gently.
Mine was pressed up on the roof of my mouth.
Yes.
Stress? Does that mean stress?
It's it's a sign of tension. It's very common. When I was teaching large groups of people yoga, I would go through the class and I would just kind of sense, wow, hey, take the tongue away from the roof of your mouth. And inevitably, everybody would say to me, how do you know? And it's a sign of tension.
So where does it rest? Where should it be?
Easily just at the base of the mouth or the floor of the mouth. So it shouldn't be pressed up against the roof of the
We're
mouth.
all just like,
kind of take
So
a
do you
moment
think,
here.
You know, in Michelle's case, she was thinking about the question and moving on the segment.
It
so
made me
by
realize.
thinking, she kind of put her tongue up there to like, and it's just stress.
No, I
response to
think
that.
the idea is that you're getting people to take a second and realize that we're, you know, tensed up all the time. Because when I was pregnant, I used to do some hypnotherapy.
Oh, yeah.
And basically what they would say is, okay, relax your eyes. And I'm like, holy crap, my eyes were squinty. Like I didn't even realize.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
the whole point here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That leads to
Interesting.
headaches.
Okay, the second exercise, you say, stop waiting to exhale.
Yes.
What? Why?
Well, oftentimes we feel short of breath, and that's just another sign of tension where we can't get a breath, or you feel like, I just can't. And so the trick here is to count your inhale. You would breathe in for 4 counts,
Okay.
and then you would exhale for 8 counts. It's always inhale 1 and then exhale 2 is the ratio. And you can just gently exhale through the mouth and kind of feel the release of tension. It takes 2 or 3 cycles, and then all of a sudden you'll notice, oh, my shoulders have come away from my ears. Everything seems to have just settled down into a more peaceful state.
It's funny because the 8 count seemed like a lot for me, and I think that's because I never practiced this, and I'm like, I'm out of air. I'm only on 4. Like, keep going. So that's interesting. It kind of slows you down a little bit.
Slows you down. Yep.
Okay. Exercise number 3, I touch myself.
Where's the music?
I'm scared
Yeah, right? There's an entire song about this, people, so let's explain how this works.
Okay, so what you would do is, for women, you would take the right hand and place it under the navel,
Okay.
and the left hand here over the heart center. Men, you would just reverse it, and that's just because feminine energy is to the left and masculine energy is on the right. Anyway, no worries there, but you would just kind of gaze down at your hands, and on your inhale, just watch the rise and fall of your hands, and do what you can to breathe into that lower hand. So inflating the abdomen or the belly like it's a balloon.
So again, it's about being aware of your body and
Absolutely.
what's happening.
And then oftentimes too, that simple touch from yourself can really kind of anchor you and ground you back into your own energy. And if that doesn't work, you can reach over and touch your neighbor.
Maybe we'll do that in the
They don't slap you.
Feel your rhythm. Step number 4. Feel your rhythm.
So this one's a little more subtle. You just gently close your eyes and sense your heart center. So if you need to, bring your hand to your heart center, and you just want to feel the energy of your heart underneath your hand.
Easy things. And you can do this
Super
at work
easy.
without looking cuckoo.
Not too crazy. Traffic,
Right?
work, yeah.
But I
on
love
the
this.
phone.
We did say 4 steps, but you do have to finish it off. And you said simply say thank you and return to the tasks before you. Why show the gratitude? And
Well, gratitude just unlocks a whole host of good feelings. You know, in a moment, and it's a practice. You may not feel like, oh, I feel like saying thank you, but just by saying it, much like smiling, you can trick your brain into raising your vibration just a little bit.
And are we thanking ourselves?
I want to thank you
yeah.
for coming in here and showing us that. All our camera guys fell asleep. They're so relaxed. Man, so good. Thank you, Jaime.
You're welcome.
And her website is JaimeShearer.com. It's JAIME Shearer.com. So you guys check it out and do some more relaxation techniques, right?
Thank you.